Members of the United States Congress are visiting Erie today.
They came to hold a field hearing focused on the impact of the 2017 Opportunity Zones tax policy.
And our Lisa Adams talked with some of the visiting U.S. representatives as they headed out on a trolley tour in Erie. Lisa, what are they hoping to learn?
Good evening, Mike and Eva. You can see that trolley that took them around behind me here. Before they vote to extend or update policies in that 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, including Opportunity Zones investment benefits, they want to see firsthand how it worked here in Erie and who benefited. And Congressman Mike Kelly, who chairs the subcommittee on tax, made sure they got a good look around. When the U.S. House Ways and Means Committee crafts tax policy impacting Erie, at least 10 members will now feel a connection to the city.
I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, so the other side of the state, but particularly interested in the impact of the opportunity zones here in the waterfront in Erie, which I've heard a lot about but haven't had a chance to see firsthand.
Their visit started with lunch at Brick's American Steakhouse, a new business in the middle of Erie's Opportunity Zones corridor where private investment was spurred by EDDC. After lunch, the 10 visiting members headed out on a trolley tour, seeing not just OZ successes, but places still in need of investment. Representative Gwen Moore from Wisconsin, the only Democrat on the visit, wants to make sure the tax policies help everyone.
We want to make sure that those investments are retaining the character of the community and lifting up the community and public good as a whole, and not just inuring to the benefit of the investor.
Congressman Mike Kelly says that's what would come from the formal hearing.
So we've asked those folks to come in and in their own words explain what this policy meant to them and the businesses that they're in and the neighborhoods that they live in. I think when you hear it from people themselves in their hometown, they can say, okay, that makes sense, because so much in Washington doesn't make sense.
Representative Smucker says re-upping the tax policy shouldn't be a battle, but there could be room for improvement.
Really, I think all of the committee that's here today on a bipartisan basis will be looking at how it worked here, seeing this as a really good example of where it's had an impact, and then hearing from folks here about what worked, what didn't, and see what we can do better.
And today's visit here in Erie continues a trend by the Ways and Means Committee to take their work into cities around the country for input. And Representative Gwen Moore, who you met there from Milwaukee, again was the only Democrat who made the trip to Erie. Live in the studio, Lisa Adams, Erie News Now.